Right now at 5, Eau Claire police want your help locating the suspect of a homicide.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Kimon Golden is wanted for being party to the crime of first-degree intentional homicide. Investigators believe Golden and 2 other men are responsible for the September fatal shooting of 39-year-old Christopher Connor.
Officers recovered Connor's body near an Eau Claire intersection after responding to calls about multiple gunshots. According to online court records, Kimon Golden lives in Cadott. If you know where he is, Eau Claire police would like to hear from you. Callers can remain anonymous.
A death investigation is underway in Jackson County. On Thursday, sheriff's deputies responded to a welfare check at the town of Manchester and discovered the bodies of 2 adults inside. State Patrol, the State Crime Lab, and Department of Criminal Investigations are looking into what happened. The Jackson County Chief Deputy says investigators believe it's an isolated incident and there is no threat to the community.
All right, here's a look at the temperatures outside. We're seeing temps in the 20s and 30s. A different story as compared to yesterday, where we had temperatures in the 60s, made it to 69 yesterday, which tied a record set back in 2016. Right now, we're sitting at 31 in La Crosse. Same story in Eau Claire. Winona, good evening to you guys. You had 32, 20s from Preston over towards Decorah. We take a look at the 24-hour temperature change. I want to draw your attention to Sparta. 37 degrees cooler than this time yesterday. We're 29 degrees cooler in La Crosse, 18 degrees cooler in Eau Claire, 16 degrees cooler in Winona. The radar scan right now showing a clean sweep across the area. We're on the back end of a low pressure system, and that's what's going to keep us cool, not just for today, but as we go into the weekend. Some places on Saturday, we'll see temperatures staying below freezing. Now, coming up in the first alert forecast, we're going to talk about how long the temperatures will last, and I'm going to tell you this right now. There's one day on the 8th day that I have to keep an eye on because we may see highs in the upper 20s. So we'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
All right. Thanks, Eric.
You bet.
Voters in the midterm election that voted in southeast Wisconsin had to wait on a shocking delay.
Yeah, that's right. In West Bend, voting there was disrupted for a short time when a man walked into the polling location with a knife and demanded that the staff, quote, stop the voting. Kendall Keys has the story.
Drop the knife. Back away. Get on the ground. Palms out. Do it now.
According to a criminal complaint obtained by 12 News, the man in that officer's body-worn camera footage is 38-year-old Michael Michalika. The knife in his hand, a hunting knife that the complaint says he used to forcefully stab the countertop of the West Bend Community Memorial Library before demanding someone call the police.
Do you have any other weapons on you, sir?
I have box cutters in my backpack, like 4.
According to the complaint, 18 library employees sheltered in place in a back room.
We heard some kind of a commotion and somebody said there's a guy out there with a knife. So women and children ushered into our room, which was, separate from the area. And we were able to close the doors and hunker down and stay secure.
Also in the library, a polling place, several children, and a toddler reading hour a grandmother told officers she brought her grandkids to.
Can we get those kids in a back room, please? Can you get them in a back room, please?
The complaint says Michalika's original target, the polling place. It says he walked with a knife behind his back and made his way to where people were voting, but saw 2 children reading nearby. The complaint says he decided to go to the front desk instead. It says he told officers his plan to disrupt the voting process with an end goal of getting arrested, saying multiple times that he's a bad person and should go to jail.
Do not reach for your backpack or you will be shot.
The incident halting voting for 30 minutes Tuesday.
Michalika faces 12 counts, including election threats and terrorist threats.
And we've learned the police arrested that man a week ago for passing out notes containing hate speech. He is scheduled to appear in court on that case at the end of the month. Election day is behind us, but votes are still being counted across the country.
Senate races are still ongoing in Nevada and Arizona. Georgia voters are also still in the dark about their senators, and they're being asked to vote again in a runoff election.
This is the second midterm in a row Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock has competed in a runoff. Challenger Herschel Walker, a former NFL football player, said, "We're in overtime, and this is what he was built for."
My life, God prepared me for this moment right here. And I finally found that out. And that's the reason I decided to run. And I'm telling you right now, we cannot continue to do this. We cannot continue to do this. I want everyone to call a friend, to tell your friend to get out and vote. Tell your friend you got to go out and vote. Do not sit on the sideline no more.
Libertarian candidate Chase Oliver was on the ballot for the Georgia Senate race. He won 2% of the votes and ultimately blocked Warnock and Walker from the 50% minimum they needed to win. The runoff election is scheduled for December 6th.
And one of only 2 states that has that in a general election. Meanwhile, Twitter is under stress. 2 weeks after buying the company, the new owner, Elon Musk, already warning employees about its survival. In a meeting with staff yesterday, he warned employees that Twitter didn't have the necessary cash to survive and may go bankrupt. And just after the statements Musk made, the social media company decided to scrap the new paid blue checkmark system. Musk touted the launch, but a wave of fake accounts, many of which impersonated Musk himself, brought too much chaos to the social media app. And it's unclear whether the verification system will return.
The University of Wisconsin system making it clear that it wants students' voices to be heard. As part of an initiative to increase free speech, a team of UW researchers put together a survey to understand what students think about free speech, different views, and self-censorship. The survey, which goes out on Monday to random UW system students, is just the beginning of making free speech a priority across the entire UW system.
We want to learn. We want to understand what the climate is on our campuses around freedom of expression, around concerns around self-censorship, around students understanding about whether or not they can have a civil dialogue, ask questions in good faith, and not be labeled.
Although UW-Madison and the UW-La Crosse recently gained attention about incidents of hate and bias on campus, President Rothman says that the timing of the survey going out is not reactionary. A recent report recommends universities to submit these types of surveys often.
An Onalaska Hearing Aid Center says mask wearing during the pandemic has heightened awareness about hearing loss. Beltone Hearing Aid Center's owner says her business has seen an increase of 5 to 10 calls a week of people struggling to hear. New research says a blue procedure mask, like you see there on people with even normal hearing, can muffle the sound of speech by 20%. But she says we can all understand speech by identifying vowel and consonant sounds out of the mouth, but masks make that impossible.
Once you cover the mouth, those consonants are basically blocked, meaning those soft sounds of speech are reduced because of the mouth being covered.
So Young says more Onalaska residents now realize they've been relying more on lip reading than their actual hearing. She encourages anyone who might have a hearing problem to book a consultation before turning to over-the-counter hearing aids.
Coming up after the break, an early morning salute to service.
Freedom Honor Flight renews a hearty tradition to kick off Veterans Day.
For 4 days only, your local Ashley store has Veterans Day doorbusters. Get great deals on furniture, mattresses, and more. Plus, all veterans and active military get an extra 10% off their in-store purchases. Visit your local Ashley store or shop online today.
There's a spot. It's not marked by an X, and it's not anywhere on a map. It comes from within, and it's defined by you. Where passion meets compassion. Where technology meets application. Where your path finds its way. Western Technical College, where your future is finally clear.
It's Ford SUV season. Time to gear up for changing conditions on and off-road. Get great deals on our most capable lineup of Ford SUVs, including Ford Explorer and Bronco Sport. Both rated 2022 IIHS top safety picks, and both designed to give you greater confidence. Hurry, Ford SUV season will end soon. Now get 3.9% financing for 60 months plus $1,000 retail order bonus cash on a 2022 Ford Explorer and Bronco Sport. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
No two sets of eyes are the same, and nothing should keep them from getting the expert eye care they need. That's why we'll cover your cost of your insurance copay or your eye exam. Schedule your eye exam at pearlvision.com.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we honor those who have served and sacrificed. And to show our gratitude this Veterans Day, we're offering a variety of deep discounts throughout the store, like 25% off Duke Cannon products, inspired by soldiers benefiting veterans. Special buy men's Cat steel-toe boots, just $59.99. And all Goodyear tires are on sale. Get up to $100 in rebates when you buy 4. Plus, now through Saturday, all veterans and active military members get an extra 10% off their entire purchase.
We didn't forget about the crumbs at the bottom of the bag. We're just prolonging our time with every last bit of crispy, juicy tender.
Enjoy the crispy chicken sandwich and pair it with medium fries and a $1 any size Diet Dr. Pepper.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Better sleep starts with a better mattress from Ashley. Get an Ashley Sleep Queen mattress for as low as $2.99. Delivered right to your door in days, not weeks. Don't lose another night. Visit your local Ashley store or shop online today.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Veterans Day celebrates those who have fought to make our nation a safer place. And after a 2-year break because of COVID-19, Freedom Honor Flight celebrated local veterans in La Crosse at their annual breakfast.
News 8 Now's Dua Israr was on the UWL campus where veterans and their families came together to share stories over coffee and eggs. Dua.
Amy and Ken, there have been new and old faces at the event over the years, but ask anyone and they'll tell you it feels great to be thanked. Veterans at UWL Mitchell Hall Fieldhouse were greeted with waving flags and breakfast. The Veterans Day breakfast has been a tradition in the La Crosse community for 10 years. UWL athletes bring breakfast to the veterans. Pat Stevens, a co-founder of the breakfast, says the event honors those who served while encouraging college students to participate in community events.
The intermix of the ages is really kind of neat. When you see that, you got 18, 19-year-old athletes from campus, and they're teaming up with 70, 80-plus-year-old veterans and stuff.
Many veterans got the chance to catch up with old friends and make some new ones. After the breakfast, Northwoods Elementary 5th graders performed a few songs to honor the veterans. Freedom Honor Flight always welcomes new veterans to the breakfast.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it when you see the younger kids with the vets.
I know.
It's very heartwarming. Thanks, Dua. And tonight at 6, we're going to hear from a veteran who tells us about his return from the Vietnam War.
Well, La Crosse City Vision members are marking Veterans Day by holding a groundbreaking ceremony for a new Veterans Memorial. The sculpture will be built in La Crosse's Riverside Park, and City Vision is still raising funds for the installation, but they do have a local sculptor working on the bronze centerpiece. The president of the organization says it's another way that La Crosse can show love for veterans.
I think it's just a great project for La Crosse, recognizing its veterans. It's going to be really great when these boats pull in and they see how proud La Crosse area is of its veterans.
The foundation is selling bricks to help fund that memorial project, and there are still plenty available. We'll have a link to buy one on our website.
Kids at Lincoln Middle School in La Crosse taking the day to appreciate and learn about our veterans, and they heard directly from one. Northside Elementary School's principal is an Army vet, and she spoke to kids today about her experience. She says she hopes students can see military service in a positive light.
I think that it's just important for them to be able to understand that sometimes we have a stigma as to what a veteran looks like or a service member looks like, and that you can be enlisted, you can be in any branch of the service depending on, or has nothing to do with your race or your sex or ethnicity, anything like that.
Teachers also help students understand military service by encouraging them to share stories about their own family members who have served.
Still to come tonight at 5, the new theme to decorate a holiday fixture in Madison's capital.
Plus, northern Minnesota plunges into early winter. Oh boy, those heavy snow totals coming up.
But in the world of weather, we are going to see temperatures staying well below normal. Our average high for this time of year is 48, and we made it to 34. How long will the temperatures stay below normal? I'll have the answer with the 8th day coming up on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job, so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get a $500 cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. Plus, current Chevy owners can get an additional $2,500 loyalty cash and unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash.
La Crosse is the place with this culture-loving, friendly people.
Maestro Alexander Platt with the La Crosse Symphony Orchestra.
Live musical performance is a participatory art form. And that's so incredible about music, that the audience is literally playing a role.
Join the La Crosse Symphony Orchestra Saturday, November 12th for Made in America, sponsored by Advisors Management Group Incorporated. Tickets available now at lacrossesymphony.org.
For everything from simple dust protection to heavy-duty construction projects, Polar Plastics has a fitting solution. Use as a vapor barrier for insulation, a drop cloth, or even as a weather shield. Now just $6.99 after 11% rebate. Finish up your interior projects with DAP Quick Seal. Great for kitchens, counters, and baths, DAP provides the best durability and flexibility on the market and is now 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
The power to change your future is now. The new F-150 is here. Be one of the first to drive the latest, most advanced, best-selling truck for the last 45 years. Custom order your F-150 today. Now lock in 3.9% financing for 60 months plus $1,000 retail order bonus cash on a 2023 Ford F-150. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland. As in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese. But it's the smiles we put on your face with every meal made just for you.
That really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love. Welcome to Delicious.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page or find us at news8000.com.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
At least 5 people are dead and millions still without power after Hurricane Nicole slammed into the eastern Florida coastline.
Tornado watches have been issued for millions. Seawalls that started washing away during Hurricane Ian have given way to Nicole. According to homeowners, many came home to utter destruction just weeks after recovering from Ian.
Police in Cocoa, Florida confirming.
Hoping it would be a little bit better of a sight. I was hoping that just the 2 back bedrooms fell this morning, but it tore out the living room walls and the ceiling.
Roughly 50 beachfront buildings, including 24 condos and hotels in the Daytona Beach area, are now deemed unsafe.
In the meantime, snow is falling in northern Minnesota. Travel there is expected to be difficult due to low visibility, blowing snow, and slippery conditions. According to reports from the National Weather Service, some places are reporting up to 11 inches of snow already. Twin Cities could get some flurries. It'll be breezy and cold with highs in the low 30s.
We're not that much further south than the Twin Cities, so let's check in with meteorologist Eric Dean to find out if the S word is in our forecast. I hope not. I'm not ready.
Short answer is yes, it is. We're not going to see that, but maybe a flurry or two tonight going into tomorrow is not out of the question. But no matter how you slice and dice it, right now it's just downright chilly across the area with temperatures in the 20s and 30s. We're sitting right at 30 at the airport, 30 at the station, but with the wind out of the west-northwest at 12 miles per hour, this is the number you want to dress for. 21 degrees. Humidity is sitting at 69%. So we're seeing temperatures in the 20s and 30s. Eau Claire, good evening to you guys. You're at 31, 32 in Winona. Preston and Decorah, you're seeing temperatures in the 20s. Same story in Viroqua, Black River Falls. You're seeing a temperature of 31. But again, with that wind starting to pick up, the number you want to dress for is this. We're seeing feels like temperatures in the teens and 20s at this hour. Decorah, you're at 18. Preston's at 15, 26 Winona, 21 La Crosse, 20 in Viroqua, 10 warmer, if you will. And Sparta, Volkfield, your feels like temperature, the double deuces, 22 degrees. And take a look at the temperature trend over the past couple of days. We were at 69 for Wednesday and Thursday. Today we only made it to 34, and we're going to hover right around 34, 35, 36 as we go into the weekend. Here's the radar. We have a clean sweep across the area. This is going to get a break for the most part tonight into tomorrow. Maybe a stray flurry or two not out of the question. What a front this was. Look at this. Over the past 24 hours, you can just see that front just slamming through the Coulee region, going through right now just to the west of the Ohio Valley, and that's where we're seeing temperatures still in the 50s and 60s. You can tell where that front is. Louisville's at 59, Pittsburgh's at 62, Chicago 38, 30 in La Crosse, 18 in Fargo. But you go across over towards the Black Hills region, Rapid City's at 24, Billings is sitting at 25. But again, that feels like temperature in the single digits and teens, and that air is going to continue to push through as we go into the weekend. Look at Chicago, 33 degrees cooler than yesterday, 22 degrees cooler in La Crosse. Rapid City's at 9 degrees above. Same story in Billings. So we had that front push through. We're on the leading edge of a high pressure system, which is what's going to keep the winds out of the north. Behind me, this is the remnants of Nicole. This is pushing its way up and over across the Atlantic. So what's happening, this is going to push its way up. This cool front is going to push its way through. Portions of the Ohio Valley will get in on the remnants of Nicole. So Let's go ahead and bring it local. When you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the mid to upper 20s will greet you, but again, that feels like temperature will be in the single digits and teens. Sky Tracker showing a stray flurry or two not out of the question tonight going into tomorrow. The clouds will dissipate for tomorrow night going into your Sunday, but Saturday, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Temperatures in the low to mid 30s. So the details of the first alert forecast for tonight. Again, a stray flurry or two not out of the question. Otherwise, cloudy skies, winds will be out of the northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. The next 8. We go to 36 on Monday. We have a snow chance Monday and Tuesday. I may have to put one in on Wednesday as well. After we get into Friday and Saturday, we're going to see temperatures staying below freezing. Overnight lows will be in the teens. Some places, Ken and Amy, will see highs in the mid to upper 20s. So if you think this is cold, wait till next week.
Yeah. Yikes, it did feel extra cold today,
really
being
did
that
today.
it's like the first
You know, I was
day.
spoiled. We had temperatures in the 60s. I even went outside and I'm just like, what is this?
Yeah,
I want to
right?
go back in and curl up.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's the weekend plan for
zero
sure.
plans for the weekend besides blanket on the couch. All right, thanks, Sarah.
You bet.
Still ahead tonight at 5, an iconic symbol of giving is set to return.
The Salvation Army's Red Kettle campaign kicking off.
Monday on News 8 Now this morning, a new law could soon change the way you look for a job. In some states, employers are required to share salary ranges. How this law can impact you, we'll share that on Monday. And only a state away, RSV surges as children's hospitals fill up. We'll have the latest there. We hope you have a great Friday night. More News 8 Now is coming up after the break.
The Board Store Home Improvements is thankful for over 12,000 customers. As a veteran-owned local business, we appreciate your business the past 33 years. We would love to thank you. Stop in and say hi.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This Always Ultra Thin is our best yet. It wicks gushes 90% faster and absorbs even more for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort. This is triple protection from Always.
Suffering from sinus congestion, especially at night? Try Vicks Sinex for instant relief that lasts up to 12 hours. Vicks Sinex targets congestion at the source, relieving nasal congestion and sinus pressure by reducing swelling in the sinuses. Try Vicks Sinex.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job, so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get a $500 cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter engine. Plus, current Chevy owners can get an additional $2,500 cash allowance. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash.
LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors has been selling, servicing, and installing garage doors since 1964 and believe garage doors should be exceptional quality and craftsmanship. We guarantee to help you select a door to fit all of your needs. We offer a large stock inventory of CHI overhead doors, including residential, commercial, rolling steel, and high-speed doors. Visit our website and design the door of your dreams with CHI Door Visions. Get your free quote today.
Dr. Mehta knows pain.
Oftentimes, I see patients with pain in their knees, their hips, their back, and it's actually coming from their feet.
Her suggestion?
It's as easy as going into a Good Feet store.
Come in for your free arch support fitting.
Care, it's baked into everything we do, like Perkins Bacon Fest, made with care and lots of bacon, starting at just $8.99. Enjoy all our delicious favorites, and don't forget a fresh baked pie from Perkins Holiday Bake Shop. Order online at perkinstogo.com.
Will Ferrell ready to bring back Buddy the Elf?
I'm Maybe we can
so happy you asked.
Oh, spill the tea.
Next ET.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
The Salvation Army is gearing up for one of its biggest annual events.
The Red Kettle campaign is kicking off tomorrow at the La Crosse Center with food, a silent auction, and a first-of-its-kind Rock the Red Kettle benefit concert. It'll be featuring 3 area performers between 7 and 10 p.m. Organizers say this fundraiser is crucial for the Salvation Army's budget.
That money does go to help the year-round activities and programs we run, most notably our shelter. And as the weather has now turned cold, we are focusing on that shelter more and more.
Concert tickets just $10, and all the proceeds will go right to the Salvation Army. We're going to post a link with more information at news8000.com.
The theme for this year's Wisconsin State Capitol Holiday Tree is Wisconsin Waters. Governor Tony Evers made the announcement today and invited students and families to contribute handmade ornaments celebrating what Wisconsin's waterways mean to them. The tree is displayed in the Capitol Rotunda, and if you'd like to make an ornament for the tree, the governor asks you mail them to the Capitol by November 22nd. We'll have more info on news8000.com.
Got to make sure that it's built well, that it doesn't, isn't damaged in the mail. That information is online. We're going to take a look at what's coming up at 6 after this break.
And Eric will have another look at the forecast.
This is our community. And while the present moment may feel unpredictable, we are here to help you stay focused on the future. So stay safe, stay strong, and stay confident with Gillespie and Associates.
That's a pretty tight spot.
Watch this.
Your Buick Park system. That's so you.
Of course you know where we're going. That's so you.
I got a 6th sense.
And a head-up display.
They're here.
You brought all these players in your Buick?
Yep.
So you.
It is.
At the heart of every Buick SUV is you.
Get 3.99% APR for 72 months and no monthly payments until 2023 on these Buick SUV models. Buick, ranked a #1 brand in the industry for new vehicle quality.
At Drury's in Fountain, we've been getting ready for the holidays. With furniture for your living room, dining room, and bedroom, we have many of our best-selling styles in stock. Upholstery and leather from Stressless, Flexsteel, Lazy Boy, and Smith Brothers. Dining rooms by Canal Dover, Amisco, and Cannondale. And bedrooms from IFD and Daniels Amish. Our favorite brands, available for immediate delivery. Best of all, it's all on sale now. Quantities are limited, so hurry into Drury's in Fountain for the best selection.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we honor those who have served and sacrificed. And to show our gratitude this Veterans Day, we're offering a variety of deep discounts throughout the store. Like 20-pound bags of Blaine's Cardinal Songbird food, just $14.49. This Schumacher automatic battery maintainer, only $29.99. And Peak Premium Antifreeze and Coolant, just $2.49 a gallon after sale and rebate. Plus, now through Saturday, all veterans and active military members get an extra 10% off their entire purchase.
Here's to the holidays. Here's to the casserole queens and Santas who saute. To the turkeys brined in beer, and well, just beer. To the ones who do the most, and the ones who do the least. To the classic traditions, and whatever you call this one. This year, no matter how you holiday, Festival has you covered. Festival Foods, a Wisconsin tradition since 1946.
Retirement is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make, so you need to get it right. At Gillespie & Associates, we'll design a plan so you can retire on your terms. I'm Private Wealth Advisor Tim Gillespie, and I'm here to help.
On this Friday night, honoring our heroes with an on-the-road story about paying it forward for patriots. That's all tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
And coming up on News 8 Now at 6, it's a huge night for the Coulee Region High School football team still in action. Onalaska takes on West Salem, the winner advancing to the State 3 title game.
Tonight's game, a rematch of the first game of the season, and our News 8 Now sports director Rob Schiff's going to have a preview for you tonight at 6.
A chilly evening is in store. If you have any evening plans, temperatures will hover right around freezing, but with that wind picking up, that wind chill is going to be in the teens and 20s. That's the number you want to dress for if you have any plans for this evening. As we go into the weekend, it's going to be the same story. Chilly conditions, feels like temperatures will stay in the teens and 20s.
I try not to overuse chilly or cold, but I'm going with cold. Chilly,
yeah, it's definitely made that transition.
Mild. Yeah, absolutely.
It's winter coat season now.
All right, thanks for joining us, everyone, on this Friday evening.
We appreciate your time. Happy Veterans Day. We'll see you at 6.